is a girl. She's a star. She's got style. Steffi Star. You see her face around the town. She's popular. Steffi Star.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm Stephanie Weinstein.
And I'm Meredith Keach.
There, we've got someone hot here. It's a crowd favorite. She can't even get her headphones on. She's struggling. Yep, nope, still can't get them on. Oh, she's trying to fix it, and she's got them over her eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman needs no introduction, but I will introduce her anyway. Kerry Roppolo.
Thank you. I've had a liquid lunch.
Okay,
Fabulous.
well, let's start right off the bat. Meredith's getting adult braces. I'm getting a breast reduction.
Yep.
What's up with you?
Yeah.
Could you give me some breast tissue?
Are you still in the fen-fen?
Absolutely.
No, well, sort of. It's illegal.
Oh.
So this is what's
Is
happening.
it really?
Wait.
I'm tying up the headphone.
So here's
It's
the situation.
twisting and twirling.
So here's the situation.
All right, what's the sitch?
Phentermine needs to be prescribed.
Okay.
So I have friends that has started taking it, but then one got pregnant. She was like, I can't take this anymore. And I was like, I will.
Did you get pregnant from the fen-fen?
No.
Oh.
No. Just, it was a really great story. Yeah. So anyway, so the fen-fen, so she gave me her fen-fen, and then I have another person that gave me fen-fen. So,
so
I kind of.
So you're basically
sharing.
buying fen-fen off the streets.
Yeah. Black market.
That's it.
Black market fen-fen.
Think about
It's,
that.
it's not me. It's
like
not.
drugs to
There
get
it
skinny.
is.
It's basically like Dexatrim, I think.
Yes, isn't it? Dexatrim?
What's Dexatrim?
It-
I
like
mean, I
fen-fen.
Remember from like the 80s?
Yeah, of course I
You could
do.
buy it at CVS and you
Yes.
could get the shakes.
Yeah, it was a capsule.
It was a capsule with red and white
Yes.
little things in it.
And I
remember.
think it was mega caffeine.
Oh, probably.
Probably. Because
Wow.
that's what gets you going.
Oh.
Maybe we should take it.
I don't like that feeling though.
Sorry, I just have to get my water.
I feel like
Okay.
I'm over caffeinated right now and
How many cups of coffee did
that's
you have?
quite a bucket.
Carrie,
Turn the mic towards you.
Oh.
Carrie
I'm
has.
so sorry, everybody.
Carrie's getting in trouble now from Adam, our producer. This is a.
That's a lot of water.
This-
How many ounces does that thing carry? Mm-hmm. That's like a bucket.
64. It's
Yeah,
your
but-
daily intake.
Guess what, bitches?
Yeah.
I just saw new information now that we're over
Water?
drinking our water and our. Is it our liver or our lungs cannot handle that much water. Wow. They said, please stop drinking that much water. Please.
You know what that means? We have to go back to alcohol. I mean,
You're supposed to drink, they say, like 2 of those.
Yeah, but
No,
now they
come
say,
on.
yeah, but they say now no.
that's like 3,000 gallons.
They
of
said,
water.
please just drink when you're thirsty.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is.
I mean, that's the way.
I mean, follow your body. I feel like that's a natural thing to do.
Right.
Yeah.
If you want vodka,
If you're-
have vodka.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you want to eat a crab rangoon,
Eat a crab rangoon for God's sakes.
Jesus, we're just doing this once. We're going this way once.
True.
I mean, I hope I'm not. I hope I'm reincarnated into something amazing.
I think you will be.
yeah.
Do you wish for it?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
What, reincarnation?
No, like
Death?
I have in my next life, INML. I do regularly in my next life.
What's that?
Like in my next life,
Oh, in my next life.
top on my list
Yeah.
is I want to be a rock star.
Yeah.
Like that is top. I mean, like no holds
doesn't?
barred.
But Meredith, you won't be able to go to Market Basket.
I don't
People would
care.
be swarming you.
I don't care.
Yes. Aisle 3 would be just completely shut down.
You wouldn't
I
be able to
mean-
do anything or go anywhere.
I'm okay. I want to have that experience.
Yeah,
I
that would be
agree.
amazing.
Don't you hate
Crowds.
when celebrities are like, oh, I can't go anywhere?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah.
you also make $5 bazillion.
Yeah.
Right.
You're going to deal with it.
Right.
I'm
Right.
sorry.
Right.
Your
This was the
problems
ascent
are
that
not-
you chose.
Your problems are not my problem.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah. And I would like to just be able to sing a song and have it sound good.
Who's your favorite singer?
Why don't you go to a studio? Adam, could you do something special with Meredith's voice?
I don't know that I have
Adam.
a favorite singer. I'm not musically inclined.
Little reverb. Little reverb.
What would you sing? What would your song be?
Something that the world would want to hear.
I always go blank when it comes to karaoke.
Right. Like, so
Right?
what's your karaoke song? Because
Right.
sometimes people are like, oh, like, what would you sing? And like, but when you're in your car, you're like, oh, I would sing this.
Right, and then I forget.
But then you forget it.
Right, well, I need to write
Sean
it
and
down.
I
Yeah.
have a duet.
Because like,
And
I
I
have
do
a,
Kenny Rogers,
oh, yeah.
The Gambler.
Yes.
Oh.
Do you do it well, though? Do you like,
I mean, I don't sing well.
no, me neither.
But-
actually.
We did karaoke over Christmas, and it was.
Do you have a karaoke machine?
No, we just did it
Outside.
and then
You
we
went
got
to
an
a
amp.
place?
No, in the living room.
Oh, that doesn't
got the
count.
amp.
No.
Yeah, but
Well, but it was for
Yeah,
us. It
yeah.
counted. The kids had never done it, and they
Oh.
were like, in the beginning, they were like,
no.
I'm
And then all
not
of a
doing
sudden,
that.
they're like,
and Drew
Right.
said,
yeah.
"You just wait."
Right.
And then Braden was fighting to get
Yeah,
on
yeah,
next, right?
yeah. Yeah. He's like, can you play Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah.
Like, or something, you know. He's like, I see dead people.
I can't.
My go-to is always
Muscle
Madonna.
on the beat, yo.
Oh, really?
Well, Madonna is the only one I know every word to every song.
Really?
You must be my lucky star.
I don't know I don't have that capacity.
No.
Yeah. John does. My
Yeah, John
husband.
can sing and like
Oh, he
play the
can?
guitar.
Oh my God. John's
he's
a
a musician?
musician.
Does he want to come on the podcast?
I mean, yeah.
And
We're going to
sing?
make him.
He would love it.
Yes, that'd be so much fun.
And he wears cool sneakers.
Yeah, Reeboks. He's a Reebok guy. But they're cool.
we
I
could
mean,
make him into a star.
all right, listen. I'm all in. I am all in.
Yeah.
If he can get onto, like, say, you know, American Idol for AARP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there an AARP?
Do they have an age limit for American
Yes, they
Idol?
do.
I thought they did, but they might have lifted it.
Well, when Gregory was little and I was singing, he was crying.
Did you go on?
I said, Gregory, what is the matter? He goes, you're never going to be able to be on American Idol. You're too old.
Wow.
That's how good my voice was.
I mean,
I wanna
that
hear
seems
it.
kind of
Well, I
silly.
don't wanna
don't
be
you
on the
think?
spot.
Do you think, like, does she sing? Have you ever heard?
Yeah, she'll do
What is it? What's your song?
muzzle tub and
Simon
simon
tub,
tub, simon tub and muzzle tub, muzzle tub and simon tub.
Simon tub, and muzzle tub, muzzle tub, and simon tub. La 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 da 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 da. That's a little Hebrew song for y'all.
No, I loved that.
You should
I
come
can
to
hear
Temple.
it. I grew up in Sudbury.
Oh,
Say
yeah.
no more.
So you're
Say
yeah.
no more.
I feel like you could sing.
No, horrible voice.
Oh, really?
Terrible. Cat scratch. Like,
That's me.
I know. I don't have a pretty voice. I
And
mean,
I can't dance either.
even when really.
Don't ask me to do a choreographed
I've seen it.
workout. It's bad. Like, they make fun of me. And they'll say,
It's
like,
all right, Mira.
We're at the
do
Y.
your feet move?
It's all right.
No, like we go to
Like
an
a
event.
Clydesdale, you're like,
Yes.
Yeah, if we go
You're
to an
just-
event, I videotape her feet,
Yes.
her fancy footwork.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
It's you know, hey,
fun.
it's I don't care. I
no,
still do it.
No, you have strengths
She
in other
does-
areas.
That's right.
But I don't really do it anymore.
Well,
Because you know what?
she's like Elaine Venice.
I don't know who that is. Who's
and Seinfeld.
Oh, right. Yes.
The Elaine deal.
Yes.
Look at my outfit. Can we talk about this?
Oh, fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
Harry.
This suggests.
You have a small foot like me.
Yeah.
Six
and a half.
Me too.
You guys have mini feet.
Yeah, we're trolls. We're
Yeah.
little tiny people.
Yeah.
So this is what I decided to wear today.
I think
I
it's
love the
perfect.
pink,
look, at,
though.
look at these.
It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Hey, spot on.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Gap.
You
Cute little
could-
foot.
I literally gave up on life.
Plus
You
your
couldn't have worn
blonde hair.
anything better.
You know what, Kara, too? I'm noticing lighter color right around your face.
So I just did this myself yesterday.
okay,
How?
I'm gonna ask.
I
Brookie,
bought
want it
I
too.
bought a fucking freaking CVS.
Yeah.
So like I've gone back and forth with hair stylists. Some people are better at color. Some people are
Right.
at cuts.
Yeah.
It's a fortune.
Right.
I can't do it anymore.
Fine.
So I went to CVS and I bought a box.
Yeah.
And I did my hair and I did my daughter's
Did you
hair.
just do the front?
I
or
did
you
like
do
the
whole thing?
crown.
Yeah, I can see. I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, her headphones fell off again.
Bombshell. That's what I would
I'm
call
just
you.
It
giving them a
is.
look.
It is
just
hot.
giving you a look.
Bombshell. I would say bombshell.
Yeah. And I'm wearing pink for Karen Reed.
Oh, yep.
Is that the color for Karen?
Mm-hmm. Pink.
Can you fill us in what's going on?
It's a lot. But basically, trial number 2 is on its way.
Wait, I just have to say, Meredith and I might not be able to comment.
That's fine.
Okay.
Why? Do you have friends involved?
Well, you know, it's one of those subjects.
I'll just say this.
I don't think it's as heated as the first trial, though.
Exactly.
Oh, it isn't? All right, then
Exactly.
let's get into it. Go.
Okay, so Karen Reed's being tried for a second time, and she's being completely framed. And I'm wondering, how involved are these people? Who is connected to who? Like, we know the connections, but, like,
Right.
how deep is it?
Right.
She has been framed. That's all. This could go on for hours, but basically there's planted evidence. The lead investigator was just fired.
He was
state
canned.
trooper.
It was
Yeah.
canned with no pension.
Well,
No
so,
pension, done.
okay, can't we just establish if there is a doubt, then she goes free? Am I
So
wrong?
this is
or- I don't
no
know.
100% Meredith. So this is what I so I go, I hold my signs.
Yeah.
They walk by, and I say, "You guys have to drive home reasonable doubt,"
Oh, thank God you're saying that.
because
You are going to save Karen Reed single-handedly. Kerry Roppolo.
thank
I
you.
mean,
Thank you for
if
talking
you
to Karen
weren't
Reed's
there doing
lawyers.
that,
Who
Like-
would?
right?
I mean, there are a lot of us, but I literally, as people walk into the courthouse, I yell at them. I don't know who I've become.
Carrie added me to her Snapchat, Karen Reed.
It's a group. It's my friends. Sorry, it's Shelly
Yeah.
and Adele.
Yeah.
You know them.
And me.
And
I
you.
know. I know.
Wait.
Hot mess.
I want to be added.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's good. It's when she's picketing.
That's amazing.
Do you want to see some pictures?
Well, yeah.
Just real
but
quick. I'm sure somebody needs me, but I don't care.
So she sold her house in Mansfield. And where did she go?
Rich Rossi was her. Are we allowed to name names?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, he was with Remax.
I don't know
I don't know him.
We
He
don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
texted
Rich-
me when
Rich.
it came on.
You
but
know
I don't
him?
know him.
I worked with him at Remax. He was my broker.
Oh, Richie.
Oh.
Oh.
And he was her security guard.
Oh.
And he sold her house.
Oh.
Wow, he
Do
has a
they,
lot
are
of
they
jobs.
Are they like boyfriend, girlfriend?
No, he doesn't even deal with it anymore. He is not
He's out.
involved. He is.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I think it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, she's innocent. She's been framed. All the so the family whose house is let's just say this, okay? You're at home, two of you. You're at home. You just had a few people over. They're all leaving, okay? Around 6 a.m, police show up. You've got an ambulance. There's lights. There's commotion in your front yard.
I know what you're going to say.
This is what I do. I go like
Okay,
this.
you're in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Are you waking up to this, or are you just sleeping through it? Like there's a lot going on outside.
I have to really be pushed to go out there.
Okay, but let me ask you: are you awake? There's a dead body on your lawn.
Oh.
No, I'm giving you a scenario. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Dead body on your lawn, a man.
Yeah.
Ambulance, probably 5 cruisers, Canton, State Police, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't come out of your house. You stay
They're in
inside.
front of your
You're
home.
sleeping through this. Sleeping through. Not, I woke up and I was afraid to come outside. I slept through the whole thing.
That seems implausible.
Thank you. Case closed. Karen Reed is innocent.
I mean,
Because
Kerry Roppolo.
this poor guy
Attorney
was
at large.
killed in the home. And then they just dumped his body on the side of like trash. Even his own father doesn't show up to court anymore because he knows. So it's just the mom and the brother.
Oh, the father's not going
Nope.
out?
Nope.
Ooh,
Oh, it's, yeah.
that's telling.
So, okay,
Anyways.
so let's say she,
Backed over him?
no, gets
Impossible.
off.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, she should.
This is trial number 2.
Costing the
knows-
Commonwealth. By the way,
How much?
Norfolk County should be outraged at the cost because they're hiring state police troopers to stand outside at like $200,000 for the entire last trial was just, and I know it doesn't seem like a lot of money, taxpayers, but we're paying these people a lot of money to stand outside for a trial that shouldn't be happening. And then to retry her, it's like over $1 million
Right,
between the
s-
Commonwealth.
So you have that on the
Yeah,
Commonwealth.
yeah.
But what about if, in fact, she is a victim here?
She is. She'll go and sue the state when she gets off.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
what happens.
that's what's
How does she
going to
recoup? Because
happen.
she can't work.
She's
She
$5
can't have a
million
life.
in debt. She's not, and she's a smart woman.
Plus, because of the guesswork, she is forever
Labeled.
Right.
And that's okay because she's going to sue the shit out of everybody that's ever screwed her, and it's going to be okay. Like, she's going to make her money back.
Okay.
Threefold, fivefold.
What about the new
but-
documentary? Does she
Yeah,
get
it's
paid
great.
on that?
I don't know. But it was wonderful. It was a good documentary. It
I-
was pretty
I
good.
haven't
I haven't
watched
watched
it
it yet.
It was pretty good.
Is Turtle Boy still doing his thing?
Yes. And he's been in trouble.
Yeah,
So are
he's
you
in
a
trouble
fan?
too.
Oh, I talked to him yesterday at the thing when I was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is Turts?
Turt's good. No, he just he was at another thing because
He's in Twabble.
How did he get out of jail? Because they locked him down.
for 60 days
Shit.
during Christmas. It's because it was all corrupt. It's the troopers, state troopers, Buchanan, or they call him Bukaki. State trooper Bukaki, which is so terrible. If you know, if you look that up.
Didn't one of the witnesses on
Call him Bukaki.
she's like Officer Bukaki.
Bukaki. I mean, do you guys know what it
So
means?
embarrassing.
It's pretty bad. It's not good. It involves feces.
So embarrassing. She actually said that on the stand.
She didn't know.
No.
It was great.
You guys, just can we take a pause for a second?
Yeah.
Sure.
Both of you, your skin looks dewy.
Well, I'm going through a process. I mean, not to lie, but
And I use more lotions and potions than Carter's got liver pills.
who's Carter?
I don't know.
President Jimmy Carter?
I
Like,
literally
he's dead.
have been
Although,
saying this phrase for years.
it comes from
I
Lois,
think it
doesn't
was,
it?
It does. I think
It's
it
a
was
Lois
some-
phrase.
I think it was
What
a big
are liver
factory.
pills?
It's a Lois Pavlakis Weinstein.
Can I get a liver pill?
I think it was a big factory that made liver pills. Carter's. Can someone
Not the kids'
research?
clothing. Not to be
No,
confused
not to be
with
confused.
children and infants' clothing. We're talking about Carter's liver pills.
My other phrase I've been using is holy schnitzel bomb.
Okay.
So when my sister went to the gynecologist, she did something and my sister screeched out, holy schnitzel bomb.
Wow.
And the gyno was like, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
She goes,
That's
it's
a lot.
from my sister.
That's a lot of syllables.
right.
Schnitzel, what?
Bomb.
Okay. In my next life as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
You'll be Kerry Roppolo.
Yeah.
I would like to come back as a swanky woman in the 70s.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I want? If I had to build a house.
Casino-esque.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. So
Right.
we're all realtors.
Yeah.
Right.
Sort of. Okay. So if I had to build a house,
Yeah.
I would do the pit, the conversation
Yes.
pit.
That's amazing. The sunken
the
pit.
1970s
Yes.
sunken conversation
Somebody
pit.
bring that back.
Why is that?
In my conversation pit, though, I'd like a funky fireplace.
Everything. You do what
Yes.
you want in
That's
the middle.
right.
Yes,
That's
the
right.
So you can
middle.
be mesmerized with glass
But with
around.
lots
Yeah.
of edge around it so you can place your drink.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
your mini
Yeah.
Sparkle rocks.
What
Pillows
We'll
everywhere.
bring
Velvet.
Velvet.
Elevate the 70s.
Shag, thick shag. I want like so thick I can't
No
see my shoes
dogs or
in it.
kids. No dogs or kids allowed.
Not
God,
allowed.
We just trip over shoes. Like, hey, Meredith, can I have and I go down for like 5 minutes. It's like Vietnam.
I'm gonna
I
wear
trip over a shoe.
ankle-length dresses
Oh, yeah.
in silk,
It's like more
Yeah.
and I'm gonna
Oh.
smoke cigarettes.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna wear a
Okay.
full piece jumpsuit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
With
Where-
a flare, with a flare.
I can't get out of it. I don't know how to urinate. I
Right.
have to go to the bathroom. I get naked. It's a whole
It's a-
process, but I look good. Yeah. It's like a mustard yellow
jumpsuit.
polyester with like a
Yes.
bell bottom. Oh, yeah. With like a green belt or something.
jacket,
Sure.
big buttons.
Big. Ugly buttons. Polyester.
That sounds amazing.
I'm in.
Sweat.
We'll drink martinis.
Like, you know what it would be like? Mad Men.
Yes.
Mad Men.
Yeah, that's little north age-wise. Little,
100%. And elevated.
yeah.
Elegant conversation pad.
Yes. When you guys come over to my house, we're all gonna be dressed up.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Probably do drugs too, because that's what they did.
A lot.
I mean, I don't do
Keys.
drugs, so but
Keys.
I think
They put
like
keys in the.
keys. Yeah,
Keys in the
We
basket.
all swap
Yeah.
husbands.
Oh,
Yes.
right. The swapping of the keys.
We just, yeah.
although that makes me gag a little bit. in my
Wicked.
mouth.
Wicked.
Ew.
I would rather swap wives and be like, can you just come help fold my laundry?
Actually, that's much better. You are on to something.
I'm going to take her home.
Adam, that's a clip right there.
You're on to something.
I'm taking Meredith home. We're doing laundry.
That's it.
That's all I need. Somebody to help me fold the fucking laundry. The socks. I saw you post about socks. How many fucking socks?
An entire trash bag.
Every week I go to TJ Maxx. I spend $800 on socks.
Wait,
They're gone a week later.
you're the one that posted you wanted to give away your socks?
Yeah. Well, no, you were posting about the
Snap.
singles.
Yeah, it was Snap.
Single snap.
Yeah.
Single socks.
Oh.
You don't check Snap, which is fine. Yeah.
Singles.
Keegan cleaned out his room, and
There's
he
always
had
singles.
Always.
4 garbage bags filled with clothes. I said, "Good job." He goes,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I don't want these.
Did you go through them?
They were other people's clothes." John goes,
It's like your dress. You're like next
Stop
week.
it.
You're like, we're going to a wedding next week.
I was looking for my shorts.
Well, he's done with
He
them.
did this. Threw it into a garbage
Did
bag.
you consider that these were other people
He
in your own
doesn't
home?
care.
No.
He didn't.
So did you have to go through all the clothes?
Of course.
Oh,
Yes.
What'd you find? A computer?
I found about 25 pairs of baseball pants.
Oh, I saw you.
Oh,
The white.
that I saw.
Many with tags. I said, "What?
Oh.
I don't. What? We still play baseball."
Dick's Sporting Goods laughing
He doesn't
at
want to
you.
wear
Said,
those anymore.
I don't
Yeah.
like the knickers.
It's
I
not a
want
knicker
the
boy.
full so they change, right? Like they're either tight pants or the loose pants. It depends on Manny was the loose, so now they put out the loose.
That's it.
And then you might have a guy that's like hot and he does the
Oh.
tight pants and
Yeah.
then the knickers. It's all who's trending.
Oh,
You know, it's sort of
I like a knicker.
Remember when your kids are obsessed with fruit roll-ups?
Yes.
So
Still
you
are?
buy fruit roll-ups until tomorrow.
When
they
they're
don't
sick of
like
it.
fruit roll-ups.
Right.
Oh my God, always.
Yeah. So I had in that bin brand new socks.
Oh,
And I said, "You got these for Christmas. They're brand new. Why are they in here?"
and he said
I don't like them.
Oh,
he doesn't want them.
The heel is a little too padded for me.
okay.
Doesn't like a padded heel.
Yeah, it would be nice to know before you just throw them away.
Maybe B can wear them.
No, absolutely not.
He
because
doesn't care for
likes
a padded heel
A black
either?
sock.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you know what?
Every kid's different. Like,
These are the children you're raising.
Guys, I don't. So
can't-
stressful. I have
What's
one
wrong?
kid
Talk
that
to
doesn't
us.
even go to school. She literally is like the one that's called, I hate school. Why am I here? I'm not learning anything.
Right. Learning nothing. This is a
Got it.
waste of time.
Who am I here? And I'm like, but this is like you legally.
Yeah.
Like you have to go.
It's my
You could
responsibility
homeschool.
to
Get
clothe
you there.
you,
Yeah.
provide housing,
Yeah.
or clothe,
Yep.
shelter, food, and education.
Till you're 18.
Beyond
Then
that.
whatever you want to do at 18. You want to drop out of whatever you're doing.
Do it.
Yeah.
Have babies.
That's it. Well, maybe not babies. I'm not ready to be a grandma.
All right.
What would your grandmother name be?
I don't know. I don't know. I know grandma, grandma.
No, I'm not doing that. I've been trying to think of mine every day. Not that anyone's pregnant.
So I'm thinking like my grandmother to some side of my family was Mimi. Which
I
is
love
kinda
Mimi. That was her
cute.
mom.
That was my mother.
Mimi.
M-E-M-E.
Oh, M-I.
Me.
But Mimi. Oh, me.
It was all about mother.
Me.
Me.
Well, what's a Scandinavian?
I don't know.
Well, maybe
I
we
mean,
should find out, 'cause
Mimi.
that would be you.
Yeah.
Oh, let's.
Oh, we'll Google it.
I-
Svenska fläcka. That
Swedish
just
or
means-
Norwegian?
I'm Swedish.
Swedish.
So
Swedish.
are you?
And both.
My dad
and
was
Norwegian.
Oh, really?
My grandfather was Swedish, married to a Norwegian.
Oh, yeah. My dad was 100% Swede. Both my grandparents are from Sweden. Yeah.
The blonde hair.
Things are not working.
Well, this is
We'll
fake,
have to get
but-
back to it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't have Wi-Fi in here.
Yeah, I don't either.
You can take your Wi-Fi off, though. I mean, I'm sure you just pay. I don't know.
Now you're making me do
Yeah, I don't know.
things that require my spectacles.
Yeah.
Has anybody eaten anything good lately? Gone anywhere? Like, I'm so bored. Every weekend, John and I are like, what can we do? Where are we going?
I am
Like,
very pleased. I told them I was going to do social, and I haven't yet. But I went to Gianna
Yep, great
for the
place.
first time
Yeah.
since opening.
More.
And
More.
M-O-R.
I mean, not for
I
nothing, Carrie. You
hate
are
it.
totally more.
I fucking hate
I
it.
You
love
are
it.
more.
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 That
More.
just is so hard to.
Sorry, that's you.
More.
Okay.
It's basically saying you're extra.
I mean, who isn't? But
Right.
I am. But
Yeah.
more.
So Gianna,
Yeah.
big shout out to Gianna. We had a
Gianna.
lovely
Fabulous.
experience.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We
their
love
drinks.
hanging out there.
We
They're
got
so
there.
swanky.
There was an hour wait for the table, which
Booze and
is not my
food.
Yeah,
my world.
Who were you
I
with?
said, my husband. I said, "Do you want to wait?" He said, "Yeah, let's just get a drink." I
Yes.
was like, "Oh,
Okay.
okay."
Why would you get a table for two?
Huh?
Why don't you just?
Why don't you sit
call
at the
us?
bar?
Yeah.
Oh, there was a very long wait to stand at the bar. I mean, there were
okay.
people standing,
Like they
waiting.
were.
They
thick,
were waiting.
3 or 4
Yeah.
deep.
Now,
Okay.
when you sit with Sean, do you sit next to him?
Ugh.
Or you sit
Why
across
would
Well,
your
the
fan.
table with it. So let me tell
she
you my
did.
experience.
She sat next to him.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. No, so this was the key. So we get there and we're kind of standing there like awkwardly in front of the host station. And so then I said, I don't want to have to like have him wait at the bar and squeeze in. It's so awkward.
He's tall.
So I said, can we get a drink? And she goes, yes. She goes, hang on one second. She got a server. Server came right over. What can I
you
get
asked her.
Yes.
Perfect.
Meredith K.
It was
This
They-
is
it
why
was like
she's
this.
a realtor.
Seriously?
This is what we do.
You have just changed the world.
She was awesome. Like right away,
Yeah.
was like absolutely. They came right
Yeah.
over, and then
Yeah.
we had our name in, and then our server was like, "You guys shouldn't be standing here. Let me get you a
Oh,
table."
see?
And went and got us
Yeah.
a table right
Yeah.
in the bar area. So it was
Oh.
one little table that we're looking
Yes.
at each other, not next to each other.
Right.
Perfect. And we're
VIP.
in the bar. Sean can see the TV.
Did
Yeah.
you just stay there then and
Yes.
cancel? Right.
It was delightful.
Oh.
Wait till I tell Anthony
They
your trick.
were
That.
great.
Ask the hostess.
So can I tell you, do you guys
Brilliant.
like live music? People
But
playing?
hang on one
Obviously,
second.
I'm
One
here for
piece.
this.
Whoa, whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
Very important in my world.
I'm here for this.
The host was not a teenager.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, so she
Meredith
knew.
despises.
Yeah, the teenagers don't. The
it.
teenagers don't.
You
Teenage
should
hosts.
not be a restaurant with a teenager being your
Hostess.
client-facing,
No.
your customer-facing
No.
person.
You need
that
a-
is the first person that meets you.
You need
Wrong.
As Kim
mature-
Embranoni says, you need an adult.
You need an adult.
She says
mature.
adult.
Somebody
Adult.
hostessing is like people just think like you walk in, hi, table for two, and
Well,
you
that's
just
what a
walk in.
teenager would do.
No. There's listen, I tried this. You have a little computer thing and you have all these tables
Right.
and
Yeah.
you have to seat people accordingly. It's a math. It's like boo,
Yes.
boo, boo. It's like a puzzle.
And
It's
that
not easy.
Host's
Yes.
experience. Granted, she runs the restaurant.
Right.
Right?
But she made it
What she
happen.
did
Was like personal.
was a game changer for
Like
me.
you're like, now I'm
There you
talking
go.
about
she
Gianna.
could see it.
Yeah.
Correct.
And now your new favorite restaurant is
I'm
Gianna.
in. All I needed, it's a Friday night. I need a drink. I don't want my husband to have to go stand in line
Right.
3 deep like we're in
And
our
we're
20s in Boston.
50s,
Yeah.
guys. We just need to connect to our husbands.
Yes.
We need to have a cocktail.
Yes.
We need to sit down
And I'm fine to wait.
immediately.
Yeah, give me a drink
And
while
then
I'm standing there.
put a nice
Yes.
appetizer in front of
Yes.
me.
Not for nothing. If you came to my house, I wouldn't have
50.
you stand there for an hour without me saying, "Let me get
Can we try it?
you a drink." No.
I'm going.
Go to Keach's.
I heard her house is all brand new.
It's all brand new. It's
Renovated.
brand spanking new.
Yep. Do you love it?
Every single
She
square
wasn't
inch.
even really that stressed during the renovation.
No.
I would have been complaining up a storm.
Did you not have a stove, micro? Like, tell us. What did you have to live
Yeah,
through?
it was a lot. The most difficult, actually, the most difficult of the process was when Sunday night Bob said, "I'm sorry for the short notice, but the painters are coming tomorrow morning."
Oh, Jesus.
And I said, we'd been living under construction for a few months.
Yeah.
And I said, well, what does that entail? Do we need to do anything? He said, no.
Just get out.
Yeah. I said, okay.
Move to
what
Alaska.
he didn't tell me was when I got home from work, everything
Was covered.
covered in plastic and taped to the floor.
Yes.
The cabinets were taped. So I had no plan for feeding 3 children and a dog and a big husband.
Well, that's where you go to restaurants, I suppose.
right.
So,
Spend
you
a
know,
fortune
we
on dinner.
like
Right.
had to like peel back.
Oh, I would not have done
was fun.
that.
That was
I'd
the
be
week
like,
of
we're going
Thanksgiving.
to-
Meredith peeled back the plastic.
I would
Yeah.
have been like, no, we're going to live at McGuire's.
Yeah.
We have a table at
Well, you
McGuire's.
can
gonna
only
check
do
into-
that so much. Plus,
I
I,
know,
need a
I
mug for coffee. Plus, I need to get into my refrigerator, right? And everything. It was like a
Oh,
big joke.
the
Like everything
refrigerator,
was taped down.
yes.
But you know what? It wasn't forever. And I said to my family, if you complain about this,
Yeah.
you are in trouble.
I'm scared.
This is a nice,
I was
like,
the
we're
serious
doing this.
I'm scared.
mom voice. This is you. You have everything in the world that you could possibly want and dream. This is 1 week of inconvenience
That's
for
it.
you.
That's it.
That's it.
Just live with it.
And they rose to the occasion.
There you go.
yeah.
It was inconvenient. And then, because it was the week of Thanksgiving, my friend Marty and Kathy Weiner said,
Did they invite you on?
you
Yes.
guys have a lot going on at your house.
Oh, that is so.
Why don't you come to our house for Thanksgiving
Isn't
dinner?
that wonderful?
See, so to me, that is what Thanksgiving's about.
It was
Right.
the most heartwarming.
That is what Thanksgiving.
so sweet.
Like, you know.
I, on the other hand, ran out of room.
Yeah.
Sorry, but Kim Lazarian invited 10 family members.
Yeah, you were at capacity.
I'm in a condo.
I think you
I
have
was
a
at
huge
capacity.
family, too.
And not for nothing,
Yeah.
Kathy cooked up an unbelievable
there you
spread.
go.
Oh my
there you
God.
go.
It was a gorgeous table. We walked in, they had appetizers
No.
set.
Like,
It was
like
Yeah.
the olden days.
like the
Yes.
olden days.
Like the olden days.
Oh, it was fabulous.
When Thanksgiving, we were pilgrims.
Yes. Yeah.
We were
Wait,
Indians.
wait, would you be
Can I say
offended? I
that?
dressed up as a pilgrim.
No, I did that too.
I'm offended.
And Tony was an Indian.
yeah, no, what's wrong?
And somebody
No.
was very offended.
Somebody emailed you or texted you.
I
something.
heard it from someone else.
This is so stupid. I can't. America.
I looked adorable as a pilgrim.
America, this is not a problem.
I don't understand.
So
I didn't really think I was doing
So
anything
can
wrong.
you shed a little light on as to what they said without giving too much away? Just a little. What were they offended about?
They were just offended, and they said, I cannot believe that she would dress up as a pilgrim
On Thanksgiving.
on Thanksgiving.
That to me does not make any sense.
I don't get
I
it.
feel like that doesn't make sense.
I don't know what the problem was.
Yeah, they say something like, your my culture is not your costume.
Yes.
But you come
But a
from,
pilgrim is
you
just
come
a-
from pilgrim descent.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm half English, some English too, and
Yeah.
Irish, and we're all immigrants.
Yep.
We all came from immigrants.
You shall not be a pilgrim.
Listen, I like that.
But I will say that was in the extreme of
But also, she's celebrating.
Years.
She's celebrating Thanksgiving. Like, who
I
cares?
was celebrating, and Anthony made an adorable Indian.
Of
Yeah.
course he did.
yeah.
Adorable.
Did you have names? Did he have like a
He didn't,
chief?
but
chief something?
he was running up and down the stairs in his Indian outfit.
Okay.
It was amazing, and he was
Yeah.
cooking turkeys.
I
Listen,
mean, I think it's fabulous.
me too.
well, I
do.
got in trouble.
She was fit to be tied.
You
It
can't
was-
be. You can't.
And now I can't even be myself
have
on
a
Thanksgiving
can't
anymore.
please
Everybody gets offended.
everybody.
Everybody gets offended. I feel like they don't really anymore.
You're not
but-
supposed
but
to
I don't really
care.
watch the news, so I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't
I've
either.
really shut myself off from.
Well,
People
you
will
don't
say,
have to.
Today.
2 kids were killed the other day, and I'm like, I don't even know.
I don't
what
even
I
you're
don't-
want to
talking
know.
about.
I don't
oh,
wanna
the
know
Brockton
either.
thing.
No,
Yeah.
car accident.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Right.
No, I put on nice shows. I put on Seinfeld.
Well,
I
you're
put
busy with
on-
Karen Reed.
I'm obsessed.
Right. So you're busy.
And you're
you have
an
that.
informer.
I am.
Yeah. You keep everyone informed.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I
What's
just,
the next
I
thing?
don't. Here's the thing. I don't like injustice. I don't like liars.
Right.
Right.
I don't like corruption.
Right.
And it's certainly happening, and the world is watching, and everybody is seeing this and agreeing that there's something wrong, that there's something corrupt, that there's something wrong here, and nobody's doing anything about it.
Well, you
Nothing.
are, Carrie.
So all of my
Kerry
cop
Roppolo
friends,
is.
100% of my cop friends, when first thing I say is, I need to know what you're feeling on Karen.
When they think that she
They say she's
accident.
guilty.
Yeah.
They're
And it was
like,
an accident.
She.
Right?
They all say it.
Because they can't believe that there was planted evidence. They just can't get their head around it. But it's because they haven't worked with Trooper Proctor. They haven't worked with the state police that have been corrupt because they're in Bristol County or this
Right.
is Norfolk County. So like you're dealing with a huge web of corruption. This doesn't just sit with one guy.
Right.
This is as deep as the Whitey Bulger days. Okay.
Whitey.
So Hank Brennan defended Whitey Bulger, right? So that do you remember that? So Hank Brennan is now.
Did you know Whitey Bulger won the lottery twice?
Did he? Wow. Well, what are the odds?
He's lucky.
What are the odds of that? See what I'm saying? So this goes back to the Whitey Bulger days.
I didn't know
So,
this.
Yeah,
Thank you, Meredith.
Yeah. The judge's brother defended one of the Canton guys. Okay, we're not going to name those names. And because he killed the guy. And then
Whoopsie doodle.
John O'Keefe's brother got into a drunken accident and didn't kill a guy. But like all of these people just keep getting away with
Murder.
everything.
Getting away with murder.
And then John O'Keefe walked into a house, was attacked by a dog, got beat up, and then they placed his body on their front lawn lucky law
So
friend.
she, so did they know she was coming, or like, did they call her over?
They were all at the
to say,
waterfall
come to the house.
bar together. So first they went to like Waterball or CF McCarthy. As CF McCarthy's, then the waterfall, as we know in Canton.
Yeah.
Was just there the other day. They all left to go to this house, to this after party. They were invited back. She shows up with John. I think there's a conversation in the car, like, I don't really want to go in. He's like, I'm going to go check it out. He walks into the house. She's waiting. He doesn't come out because she had said to him, like, as anybody would, if your husband goes into a house, let me know. Should I come in? Should I park? What's the vibe?
Yeah.
Text me.
Text me.
If I should come in.
Should I come in? I don't really want to be here. These people don't love me. I've been flirting with this other guy. You know, in her head, she's thinking, I'm flirting with this other guy. What's the deal, right? Never gets a response. So she leaves because she thinks he went in, he's partying, he's whooping it up. Doesn't respond to her.
So does she get pissed?
So she goes back to his house. The Wi-Fi connects her. So this is all legitimate.
She goes back to
his house,
John O'Keefe's house,
in Canton, in Meadowbrook Drive.
Okay,
because she lives in Mansfield. Her house is in Mansfield, but she goes back to Canton to Meadowbrook Drive. Goes to his house. Wi-Fi connects. The niece and nephew, who he has custody of, are there, and she's just like, "Where is he? Why isn't he answering me?" So she leaves all these voice messages. You're a prick. You're this. You're that. Blah, 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 right? So they play that at the first trial. Who wouldn't be that angry? I have left worse voicemails for my husband. And you're kind of like on rocky terms. Like there's been some flirtation, stuff going on. They weren't in the best of places, right? And so
there's drinking involved.
So she's thinking like, oh, he's hooking up with somebody in this house and he's not responding to me. So she's leaving these nasty messages while she's at his house watching his kids that he has custody of. So she gets pissed, right? So she said she fell asleep on the couch. She woke up and she's just like, he's still not home. She's calling him. She can't find him. And that's when she reaches out to the other two women. They were like, well, let's go look for him. But Karen gets in her car, backs out of the garage, hits his car, which cracks the taillight, and leaves. And that's where everything starts to come together. So then her car gets towed down to so she's in Dighton after all of this. The family's now like, Karen did this. She goes down to see her parents. Like, I can't believe they think I did this. And they tow her car from Dighton to Canton. And from there, the Dighton police officer who was on the stand said, oh, it was just cracked. There was nothing wrong with her taillight other than I saw a crack in it, which is when she hit John's car to back out to go look for him. They then bring the car in, put it on the truck, trail it all the way back to Canton PD, bring it into the Sally Port, which is the place that that's where the evidence goes, like if you're in a car or vehicle, and they lock it down. But then there's inverted video of people basically doing things. And so when they uninvert it, you can see that something's going on with that taillight. And I think Chief Rafferty, who's the Canton, I'm just going to call her out because I don't care. She, I think, is on camera. She's picking apart the pieces. And then they planted it. Those taillight pieces were found weeks after the accident. That's just one thing. Then there were butt dials. Somebody destroyed their phone. So you're supposed to go on and you have an order to give up your cell phone, right? The state says, hey, we have a thing. You have to give up your cell phone tomorrow. Lots of information on this sucker, right? One of the guys goes to an Air Force base, right? Like a whatever, and destroys his phone, gets rid of his SIM card, and throws it away on an Air Force base, which normal people can't go on, right? You have to show like like you go to Bedford, you go to Hanscom Air Force Base. You might be able to get on for certain things, but like you can't just walk on to a Massachusetts-owned, federal government.
Why did he go on there though?
To get rid of his phone. He's a federal agent, ATF.
Oh.
Went into a Air Force base, took his phone, took his SIM card out, destroyed it, and got rid of his phone. Why?
What did he say? Why he did that?
It was time to it's time for a new phone. Time for me to switch over and get a new phone. And
Humana.
And when you just say, I don't know, I don't remember, I don't know, what do you That's their defense. I wasn't there. I don't know. I didn't see that.
Now, is it normal for state witnesses to have an attorney? No. Because I really don't know anything about the law.
If you're innocent and obviously everybody has the right to legal representation. And sometimes you need to get that in order for you to have somebody that speaks that language, right? So when you're innocent, even though you're innocent, you might need somebody to speak the language. But what these people have shown and done over the course of 3 years points to all guilt. Butt dialing. I didn't pick up. The uncle's pool was filled in. They sold the house. They got rid of the dog. I mean, there's so many things.
So why are they retrying her?
Because it's corrupt and the state needs to put somebody away and they're going to pin it on the girl. That's what they say. I don't know why. I don't know why Beverly Cannoni is going to go. This is her ride or die. She's retiring after this. I don't know why she's like resting her laurels on this one case, but she has shown her corruption. You go on YouTube and you look at any of the cases, like, the lawyer, and all the people that diagnose this case, they're all on board with. This is corrupt. Something is wrong. The state of Massachusetts has a huge issue. Good luck to people that live there, because if you get involved and you're falsely accused, you're never getting out of that system. Like, you're just going to, she's $5 million in debt to just try to, that's just on the trial, trying to get, because the Commonwealth says, well, we're going to throw this expert at you. Well, she has to come back with her own expert. She has to pay that expert. And the Commonwealth has done everything to drain her of her funds. So they'll deny motions. They'll say, you can't have this person, you can't have this person. And then the dog bite expert that they had on last year, who came on the stand and said this was absolutely a dog attack on his arm, she had to go before the judge again to be able to be admitted as an expert witness for the defense. So Karen had to fly her back in, hotel her for a couple of days, feed her for a couple of days, just for the judge to say, okay, I'll allow her in this trial. Meanwhile, she was already in the first trial. But for the defense finds some wacko dog trainer that says, I'm a dog bite expert because I know dogs and I'm a trainer. And all they had to do is say to Judge Cannoni, like, oh yeah, like this is a guy, he's got an expert. And she's like, okay.
Wait, so the judge from last trial, it's the same?
And
that
they've
seems
asked
wrong.
The first trial, they asked her to recuse herself because her brother was the attorney for one of the Alberts who killed a man back in 20 years ago. So they're all connected. Beverly Cannoni is connected to the Alberts, to the McCabe's, to everybody. And there's a bigger thing. It's a web of corruption. And it's really bad. And I'll be killed probably for saying that.
What do you think?
She's innocent.
You know what I think.
I forget.
You know.
Oh. I mean, I don't mind saying, if there's a shadow of a doubt, isn't that the way that our legal system works? If there's a possibility she didn't do it, then...
Oh, no, it's...
But so the first trial...
hung jury.
It was a hung jury, but they said 2 out of the 3... they found her not guilty, and they just weren't sure about the third piece where did she...
A few jurors came forward, I think.
Did she accidentally hit him and not know?
Right.
That was the third piece they were hung up on.
Yeah.
And that was the one
They were hung up on
this.
this. She was drinking. She was probably drunk, and she probably hit him. Because how does a man end up dead on a front lawn in the snow? That was the connection she made. She was drinking, and there's a dead guy on the lawn. So the jurors, there were a lot of not guilty votes, but the 4-person who was an ex-cop who got hit by a car, who was appointed by Beverly Cannoni, was basically the bully. He bullied them. And I know that for a fact.
So it's just, I wonder how they're going to find a new jury. Because
they're doing it right now.
People around the world know about this case.
Yes. And now
Australia, New Zealand, Alaska.
And they're pooling from Norfolk County. They didn't even go outside of the county. So they're still pulling jurors from Norfolk County, which encompasses how many towns? Is like 15?
I wonder if you'll be pulled into the jury.
I think
No,
Sean
we're
got-
Bristol. I'm Bristol.
Oh, you're Bristol.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean got called, but he's Bristol
Yep.
County.
I'm Norfolk.
Not for that one. Could be you.
They're already seen it. They're already like,
Oh.
yeah, it's already out. There's a questionnaire. They've already got like 1,200 people that they're pooling.
That would be terrible. I wouldn't want to serve on
I
a
would
jury.
love to.
Unless I could sell my story for $1 million, then I would do it.
Oh, I would serve on a jury, no problem. Especially this one.
The
Yes.
last time I had to go, I almost had to. One was rape of a 13-year-old girl, and the
that's
other
tough.
was an attack and
Way to bring us down, Meredith.
Also, a young girl who was, I think, 13.
No.
It was. I left.
Were you in Fall River?
Yeah. I left damaged.
Nothing against Fall River.
We had to listen to details before we even got called, and my fellow
And if you can
jurors
handle-
got called.
Yeah.
But I had a daughter the same age, and so I was like, oh my god,
Guilty.
they could
guilty.
want
But see,
me.
that's the problem. Why do we
Right.
automatically think guilty?
Right.
Because I have known people who like the swimming pools in their backyard, in-ground pools. They've got like the teenagers over, tons of kids are changing, whatever. I do know personally of somebody who was falsely accused because some girl changed her bathing suit in her, in the whatever they have like a pool house,
The cabana.
the cabana, and she claims the father like saw her change, right? So now the father's sitting there like, oh, I have to get a lawyer, blah, blah. They had video refuting that. People are falsely accused all the fucking time because I think the world is just a different place.
And that's the
But-
whole thing with Karen. People are like, the whole thing is, it could be you.
It could be
This could have happened to you. You
It
could have
be
been out at a
you.
party.
And
You
just
leave
drop
Sean
your-
at the party.
Imagine.
Something happens to Sean, and now they say, let's pin this on Keach.
Yeah. She must
She
have
was
hit him.
drunk. She hit him and went home.
Yeah, she's got a cracked tail light because you know what? You backed out of your driveway to go find
You
your
were
husband.
frantic looking for Sean.
And it cracked, and it's also 32 degrees because it's snowing, right? That's the math, right? It has to be 32 degrees to snow, right? Like it's like that. And so it cracks because you smash into it, but not bad, just a little bit. And then
So they think that she backed into him and killed him.
they're saying she reversed 24 miles per hour in reverse and like drove 70 feet in a snowstorm and hit him. In reverse, 70 feet, I think 60 or 70 feet in reverse, going 24 miles per hour and then hit him. And then he pirouetted and flew into the...
Okay, so let's say she gets off. Right? They say you're not guilty.
I hope she
You're
does.
free.
Yeah.
Right? And then she gets accused of murdering someone else.
Excuse me?
Do they bring back the
No.
details?
No, you can't. This is what all the motions are.
Double jeopardy.
So when you go to defend your client, all these motions come into play. Like this is what we're going to present. You can't just go to court and be like we're gonna Perry Mason it
Yeah.
and point at people
Yeah.
and be like stand
Yeah.
and then when you cross examine, you're only allowed to cross examine on approved things by the judge. And so it's a very biased system because the jury's only hearing what the judge has approved. Why does one person get to decide what the jury hears? So she has to prove. So this is what all these motions are. This motion is to say this. This motion is to say that we want to be able to question this, and then you have to fight to say I'm bringing in this evidence and then this is what they've been doing for the last month is motions to say this is the evidence. So when we say innocent before proven guilty, that is such a wrong thing. If somebody
It's guilty.
if somebody
until
has
proven
been
innocent.
arrested and is in the system, we automatically say, oh, they're guilty. Why else would they have been arrested? There is so much corruption in this state of Massachusetts because we're an old state. Our fathers and grandfathers and great-grandfathers are all cops. They're the good old boys. And they just trickle down. And this corruption is it's lineage, right? It goes on for years. And this goes back to the Whitey Bulger days. It's not over. Just because Whitey's dead, just because all of that is dead, it's still those people are still alive, right? All of the people that Whitey Bulger, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, look at these people. They're in their 50s and 60s, and they're getting away with murder. And it's because the state of Massachusetts is corrupt as freaking hell. And we don't have state police officers that are, I mean, we do. There are good cops. I'm a huge, cop supporter, right? I love my cops. I have friends that are cops. They're not corrupt. there is corruption going on in Norfolk County, and Michael Morrissey is the head of it, and he needs to go too. You got to vote him out, Norfolk County. What are you doing?
What's his role, his title?
He's the DA over all of it for Norfolk.
And so this all starts back up on Monday.
I don't know what her next court date is.
If she's guilty, does she go to jail?
Yeah.
For life?
It depends on the sentencing. And the jurors in the first round said on counts 1 and 3, we did not find her guilty. On count 2, which was, I think, manslaughter, leaving the scene of a crime, blah, 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 they were like split on. But that's because the foreperson was an ex-cop who got hit by a car, and I think he was handpicked by Beverly Canoni, the judge. And so he influenced, and I know this for a fact. I know it for a fact. And I'm not going to give up my source, but I know for a fact.
Turtle Boy?
You're
No.
like
No.
you're like Turtle Girl.
Yeah. Turtle
I
Girl.
know.
Pink.
So, yeah. I know things. What is, what's his name in Game of Thrones? I get drunk and I know things, right? Lannister.
You get drunk and you talk.
Wait, what's his little
Don't ask
person?
me.
I loved him.
I
Yes.
didn't watch
His
it.
last name is like, real name is
Lannister.
like Dingle, but
Yeah.
Was he a little
Dinklage.
person?
Yeah.
Dinklage. Peter
Yeah.
Dinklage. I love him.
Dinklage? Was he
Yes.
a little person?
Yes, he's a
Yes.
little person.
He's a phenomenal
And he was a
actor.
little person in Game of Thrones, and he was one of the Lannisters, which is one of the families. And he says, "I get drunk and I know things," or something like that. And I'm like,
I like
"That's me. That's me."
Sometimes I do feel smarter when I'm drinking.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I get
don't we
more
all, though?
creative, right?
I
love it.
dance better.
Who doesn't?
Well,
I get funnier.
yeah.
Well,
I feel mentally exhausted.
it's a lot.
It's so, I just thought that when you go to court, if there's a reasonable doubt, the person gets off.
Well, this is so. I think the new thing is you got to drive home reasonable doubt. So there's reasonable doubt throughout this entire case. So what they failed to do in the beginning on the first trial was just kind of like they said, pin it on the girl. There's corruption going on. All these people are guilty.
This was pre Turtle Boy.
No, this is Turtle Boy.
Okay.
This is first trial.
But had he not come in, would she be in jail right
yeah,
now?
100%. Wow, 100%. Turtle Boy broke this open.
Wow.
So, what was the question before that, Karen Reed? You had said going to jail. I don't know.
Yeah, would she, if he weren't there, would she? Have
Oh,
gone to
she'd be
jail?
in prison. Yeah, because well, I mean, she's also smart, and she lawyered up with the right people, and then they're bringing in more people. They just hired another lawyer today, so I guess.
Who did?
So before this,
Defense
I had
or prosecution?
the defense. So right before this, we were at my house. It was me, Jocelyn, and Colleen. So realtors. We were just like talking.
Colleen is in deep.
Oh, Colleen and I were just talking. We were
Deep.
so loving this,
Yeah.
and I was like, guys, I gotta go on the show.
Yeah.
I gotta leave. And they were like, yeah, we totally got it. But we talk real estate. We're talking about everything. We're talking about Karen Reed and all this stuff, and she loves it too. And I'm like trying to bring her. I'm like,
Yeah.
I bring
Yeah.
my signs,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
know, all this stuff. But what were you saying?
That was it.
Yeah.
really.
No, but like it's just interesting, and it's happening in our backyard.
Well, people weren't going to work because they were watching the trial.
Meredith's like, where are you? Like, I'm busy.
You can watch it at work, though. You can just put it on your phone.
But she was like, I can't. I
It's
have to focus on this.
It's not right that she's doing this again. That she has to. Her father's 76. Like, give the guy a break. Like, can he please just not worry about his
can't
daughter?
I saw her
get my
parents.
arms around it. I
They're
really
so
can't.
I saw her parents and her brother at Davio's.
Okay, can
Yes.
we turn positive here?
Yeah.
I want to know,
I
what do you
feel
guys
heavy.
have coming up for
No.
fun? What do you have for fun?
I have so many things coming up.
Oh,
for
tell
fun.
us. I would need to hear this.
Well, Meredith's heard it 10 million times. I have a lot of trips coming up.
Okay, let's hear it.
Really fun trips.
I have a cruise to Bermuda
I love those.
with all of my Weinstein
That's
family.
the first one. Right?
Boston to Bermuda.
Boston to
Okay?
Bermuda. We
You're
go,
on the boat longer than you are in Bermuda, but
yeah,
it's fine.
it's fine.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
go every year.
Yep.
And we go with all the Weinsteins.
I love
so there's
that.
like 45 of us,
fun.
and we have a blast.
And I'm sure you know all the people because I'm sure it's the same boat, same crew.
Yeah, all the same
Yeah.
people go every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Then we come home and we unpack, and then we repack for Italy. We're going to Rome and Italy with the Ventrescos.
Oh.
Gina and
Who
Ralph.
own property in Italy.
They bought a house in Italy, and Gina
So they
said
know it. So they're friends. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Where? In
they know what to do and where to go.
Where?
I don't know.
Yeah, we were just
Simona.
Pretty. Love it.
Yep. Then we unpack.
Yep.
And then we repack
Yeah.
for 2 weeks in Duxbury.
Okay.
Then we come home, we unpack, and
Oceanfront,
then
mind
we
you.
repack for a wedding in Delray.
Wow.
Then I
California?
come back, Delray, Florida. Then I
Florida,
come back,
okay.
I unpack,
Yeah.
and then I pack up to go to the Bahamas
How do you?
with Meredith Keach.
Oh, is this like a Caldwell thing?
Yes.
So, ladies,
And then I have some Florida sprinkled in between
Yeah,
because I have to go see Papu.
yeah, who's dancing? He's just living his best life.
Correct.
Yes, I hope to be that person one day.
Papu.
Anybody, just somebody that loves life and is dancing. Like I just that's what I want.
So that's what I'm doing,
Oh
folks.
gosh! So when you come home and you unpack and you repack, I mean, there's a lot of laundry involved in this. I mean,
Always. But
Tons.
I'm going to have cute new boobs.
yeah. So what are you doing?
They're going to be small. They're going
Yeah.
to be lifted.
Yes.
And they're giving me a little bit of liposuction.
yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be able to wear new shirts.
And when
I'm
is
not
this?
going to have to tell Adam, move the camera up so you only see me from my neck up. It's just going to be a whole new world.
April 18th.
April 18th. Mark your calendars.
Okay, and then what's the recovery time?
She said the next morning, please go for a walk and do yoga.
Because she's not having inserts putting in.
don't
or
have
anything
I'm
drains?
like
taking
that.
tissue
yeah,
out.
but there's no
Maybe.
drainage.
It depends.
Okay,
But even
yeah.
if there is, go for a walk, she said. And every single person that I've talked to, recovery's fine. It's
Okay,
easy.
well.
I just can't play pickleball for 6 weeks. But
That's
guess what,
okay.
folks?
It's okay.
I don't play pickleball.
Well then,
I do want to play pickleball.
no issues.
I do
Do you-
want to play.
So do you want to like? Can you play with us? Like
I would love to.
Meredith saw me play.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm like a. They have grades. Like I don't know
Right.
a 3, but I'm like a 1.5. I don't know what that's.
I'd be a 1.0.
I don't even know. And it's just fun.
I know. I have my racket. I'm ready to go.
Kara, what do you have going on?
Nothing. I was thinking of taking the kids to Florida for April vacation, but like,
Fine.
it's just so much money
I
because then they're
know.
going to be like, "Can I bring my boyfriend? Can I bring my
Yeah.
friend?" And
Plus
then all of
April
a sudden,
vacation, it's like
And then they're
Oh my
hungry.
God.
And then you have to feed these people.
that's the thing. So I was thinking, like, do I just buy a house? I mean,
Yeah.
buy a house. Do I just like rent a house in
Yeah.
Orlando? Right?
Yeah.
Like, just Orlando.
Airbnb it.
Who gives a crap? It's Orlando. It's a crappy place, but there's so much to do.
Yeah,
right,
And these
right.
are teenagers.
Yeah,
so
right.
it's not like if I got a house on the beach, day 2, they'd be like, "What
They're
are we going
bored.
to do
Yeah.
now?"
Yeah.
And I'm
Right.
like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, I could get a cute little pool, blah, blah, blah. But now I'm like feeding these kids.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Where we
Yeah.
go? No.
Yeah.
What about if you rent a big house with a pool?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then they can just do what they want.
Well, I was like, how about you guys get your airfare? But then when I look at my family's airfare, it's like $2,000, $3,000.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
just
it's
get
too
because
much.
it's April vacation. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Forget it.
My kid's
Just
like getting
forget
her
it.
permit. She's getting ready to drive. I'd rather put that money towards like a car,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
and do that kind of thing. Yeah. What about you, Mara?
I'm hosting for Easter.
We're going to a restaurant. I said, no
Wait.
more. No more.
What happened to the reservations in Plymouth?
They're
go.
5 or 11. They're
Yeah,
all
they don't accommodate.
Well, we went to Navarre last year.
Okay.
And it was fabulous. We had a 2:00 reservation. It was lovely.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm bouncing around and I'm like, I'm just going to host.
You have a brand new kitchen.
Yeah, you got
and
it.
it's like
should be
show it
hosting.
off.
they're really close friends,
Yeah,
and
just-
I was like, why not? Like, then we don't have to go anywhere.
Right,
we can
you're
play in the
here,
backyard.
yeah.
We'll have a fire in
Yeah.
the backyard. We'll
Yeah.
play
This is
games.
amazing.
We'll play cornhole.
That's
Good.
what we normally do.
Done.
But
I don't
this year
usually
we're
do
just
that.
doing
Yeah.
restaurant.
The restaurant.
And my mom will probably come over in the morning,
Perfect.
have breakfast. She usually goes and hangs out with friends afterwards, and so that's
Perfect.
great. Yeah.
Perfect. That sounds
That's so great.
And I was gonna cater, and then I'm like, maybe I'll like ham.
Like,
is
what
a
we do,
tradition.
throw, yeah. Or
All you have to do is warm up a ham.
You're
go to
really good
honey
cook.
baked.
Yeah, I
Honey
like to
baked.
cook.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll get a honey
Yeah.
baked spiral, delicious.
done.
Done.
Do you have to eat ham on Easter?
I
What
like
about a
ham.
turkey?
No, it's usually ham. Ham's the Easter.
Why do people have to eat a pig on Easter?
I don't
I
know.
like ham.
I don't know. It's the thing.
I like ham.
I don't.
I wonder if
I
Rice
don't-
pilaf,
No. I don't.
pineapple.
you don't eat.
I'll eat chicken.
Ham.
Chicken. Like at Thanksgiving, I don't eat the turkey. I'm not interested.
My husband doesn't like turkey.
It's too gamey and dry.
Really?
I mean, it's
Not
really
my
not about
turkey.
the turkey.
Mine's
it's really
more
about the
everything
stuffing,
else.
the
My turkey
cranberry,
is
the gravy,
exquisite.
the little weird onions, the casseroles,
Just moist turkey.
the desserts, the alcohol.
Alcohol.
Right?
I don't even try. We have 1 minute, ladies.
Oh, well, that's it. The freaking show's over.
Kara,
right?
next time you come, you bring delicious drinks like you
Carrie
did the
came-
last
I
time.
didn't know what to do. I'm just
She
sort
came
of
running in on 2 wheels.
I did.
That was so great.
Yeah, well, you know.
You're like our favorite guest.
Thank you.
No offense to any other
Never.
guests. We love all our other guests. too,
But I am the best.
You are a fan
Sorry.
favorite.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, fan favorite.
Fan favorite.
And we love your pink.
Who are our fans? Who are the fans?
A bazillion.
They're growing.
Oh, wait,
30
I have to give a
seconds.
shout out to Michael Nodell. Michael Nodell, he does not miss an episode.
Thanks, Michael.
Michael.
And
no
John
doubt.
Richardson.
And John
And
Richardson.
John Richardson. All right, that's it. We got to go. All right.
Peace.